Sketchy, sketchy place. Now this is more of a snowmobile trail this time of year, but it seems how there's no snow. Canastota Cazenovia State Trailway is what this place is called. And it's easily to go by. It's on Oxbow Road, right outside of Canastota. South, I think. So, yeah. Let's see what this is all about. Some other vehicles are here and people are sitting in it, so I can't show you behind me to show you anything without having them there. So, yeah, it's like a little 3-car pull-off. Alright, well, let's go for an adventure. This will be the last adventure today. Yeah, these are one of the trails I stumbled across on the Google search. Didn't know it was here. It's a rail trail, I think. And it's part of the North Country Trail. State land, so. It's like a state park kind of thing. So, I guess we just have property access now that I'm away from the parking lot. See all the houses and everything. The road's right there. There's like a little shed there. It looks like private property. Somebody's. No, that's where you park. So when the GPS says you're arrived on your location, look for the little small gravel parking lot. Because I drove by it twice before I found it. And I was looking for it. I'm like, why is my GPS dropping me here? All I see is private property. Nope. You're supposed to go on one of those properties. Well, I got a big arrow staring me in the face. Well, we'll just follow this. What looks like a skidder went through. Oh, it goes that way too. Actually, you know what? Why don't we go this way? What? The line sign says go this way. See, that's where it's parking. This is where the thing's trying to find me. That's the name of the trail. And from the looks of it, some places get pretty sketchy. I did some research on it. I thought this was the Erie Lackawanna, they said, was the right of way. I'm not too sure on it. But I also thought it went this way too. Clearly it goes this way, but let me do some thinking here. I got some time to think. Google, you're getting sloppy. I can't look it up because it's going to Google Maps and it's only showing, you know, it's not showing the trail map. And when you actually type in the trail in the Google search engine, right to Google Maps again. I don't want Google Maps for the roads. I want a trail map. So I'm gonna go this way. I don't know. I don't know what's this way. I don't know what's anything because I can't pull that map up for the trail. It keeps going to Google Maps for roads. Even when I type in the trail name itself, Google Maps the roads. Because it's a mobile device. We went through this before. That's why you gotta download the PDF file. Spent 10 minutes wasted on that. Just to keep getting reverted back to Google Maps for driving. Because you're on a mobile device. Yeah, I went this way. Let's see what happens this way. See, because I can't guarantee 100% that if I go that way, I'm going to end up where I'm expecting. Because I can't look. A little horseshoe thing in the creek there. It's neat. The horseshoe curve. Wait a minute. What is this for? Oh, what the? That's all built up. And for some reason, there's like a starting here at this tree, as you can see. There's like a fence. Oh, almost somebody's private property because there's like a green hose that goes down too. I don't know. That's weird. I'm pretty sure. Well, this is kind of an odd clearing too. I'm pretty sure this could have been an old farm too. Open field and all. Well, we'll find out along the way. So, and there's stairs over here too. Oh, this is how this is a railroad or not. I want to see what kind of, because the creek's going under. I want to see what kind of culverts or abutments or whatnot we have. Oh, I see something of interest actually right now. Yeah, okay. We're heading in the right direction. Yeah, I just think in my area I still got 2 feet of snow on the ground. That's still a thing. See, this now it feels like an old rail grade. I wasn't sure because now it looks like an old railroad. Where you're going this way, it's like a sag. I guess you call it the sag. What? Yeah, see, this doesn't look like a railroad part, but it has to be. So this must have settled down. I don't know. Anyway, it's quite a dip. It's pretty intense. But this looks like a railroad right away now. What? Changed my mind. This trail is closed. 4/4 of a mile ahead to do a washout. Yeah, this is the North Country Trail. See, this could have been, this could have saved me a lot of hassle if it was up there too. Right here's where we are. I could just went around that bend and followed the trail to there. The maps didn't want to work. Huh? So this is part of the North Country Trail. I want to see what kind of culvert's down here. It's got steps on the way down, so that's good. At least we know now the trail's closed due to a washout. But again, if the trail does continue all that way, I will check this out. So, yeah, this looks like a modern culvert, so that's probably what happened. Yeah, okay. That is not a railroad related culvert. Yeah, that's why the grade's different. It looks like it used to be there. I'm trying to get a better view of this horseshoe. There, this is the Horseshoe Creek. And it's too modern to be a railroad culvert. Too modern. So I wonder if the old one was made of stone. Because you're talking back into, well, you're Lackawanna, I think. Lehigh Valley or Leary. I can't talk. Yeah, new. What's the surprise? What's the name of your what's the name of your railroad? Leary, Lackawanna. Again, I don't know how far I'm going to go on this trail because that's why I want to have a trail map. So see when the next parking area would be. So I don't know. This is fairly recent. That is not even started to fade. So yeah. Alright, let's go. Let's go this way. Gotta set my GPS so I don't go over 2 miles. Something tells me it's gonna be a long one. If I go over 2 miles, it's already almost 1:30 in the afternoon and I won't be able to get back. So already solving mysteries that the dip in the roadbed was because they had to replace the culvert. There's some old railroad ties right here. So we're definitely on the right track. So, and as I mentioned a minute ago, this is part of the North Country Trail as well. Don't mind the gas main pipeline. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to find along this route. And I think this, I don't know when this would have been abandoned. It was before or after the West Shore got abandoned. Hoping to see some neat things along the way. And I know there's sketchy areas coming up if I'm going to do the full hike of this trail. Some spots you have to go through an old quarry. You have to walk in people's backyards. You have to walk through a farmer's field. Make sure you close the gates. Just like the Appalachian Trail probably. Walk in people's front lawns. I always like doing that. And these views right here are the reward for the risk. Extra long pull up, there's some more railroad ties. I'm kind of curious what's up here. There's like a cut. I'm wondering if there's another culvert type of deal. This would be a pretty popular trail. There's a lot of footprints in here. I don't think. Well, we'll find out. I cannot tell, to be honest. Looks like he eroded away. There's something there. I have no idea. Somehow it's getting under everything. It's flowing. Looks like it get deep at one spot. That is weird. Thought there'd be an obvious culvert here, but well, we'll see what's going along the way here. Just keep trucking. How preserved is that rail tie? That is perfectly preserved. It's laying there for eternity, probably. Never used. Another one right there. Little barrel down there. Oh, what's this? There's something of interest. What happened here? Cribbing? Huh. Yes, for some reason, right in this section, they jammed railroad ties into the ground. Yeah, probably for cribbing to keep the ground up or something. Must have collapsed at one point. Yeah, I don't know if this is during the railroad or after. It's a grade that goes right down there. So something of interest was down there. That's where the barrel is. You can see the barrel right there. It's like a grade comes up. Not a railroad grade for sure. It'd have to be a vehicle grade. Horse and buggy or something. And there's a rail right away. What? Here's a mystery. Was this made out of railroad ties? It's like a whole pile of railroad ties. Looks like it started climb down the hill, and clearly from right here. This is a bundle of railroad ties, and I'm noticing there is a grade as we walk up this way. It's like a slight grade. I don't know the percentage, 1.5, 2 or 2 maybe. It's quite a grade. It is definitely noticeable, and the elevation difference as we keep walking. It's kind of going up. You see the slight increase there. If we look behind us, you can see where it's slightly going downhill. Ah. There's a lot of trains running today now. Yeah, this here has me baffled. Yeah, those are old railroad ties that was being used as fill or something. And it looks like it started to slide. Something tells me that tree ain't natural. Oh, never mind, it's a rail tie. We're on some fill. Still kind of going up that grade. I don't know why this been widening this up more. Huh. I don't know. Ooh, something happened up here. Well, we know what the skidder tracks are now. They just did this. Get this tree out of here. I'm gonna push more. I'm about ready to beat, so I'm just trying to find a landmark or something to continue off next time to come out. It's a little offshoot road. Take you down to the water level. This might be the turnaround spot. I'll drop a pin here. Hopefully I'm not just a tenth of a mile from something, but the road goes up that way. That there definitely looks like it's constructed by railroad. So this should be a pretty significant culvert, I would think. See what that looks like. Can't really tell. Yeah, I can't see it. This looks like a good spot. This is where the creek crosses under the railroad right away. Yeah, we'll call it here. I'll turn around here. I'm going to go look over around this corner and make sure there ain't any road over here, as I am seeing houses along the way up here. So there's a road other than a railroad. There's a railroad. Actually, that's a good sitting spot right there. I'm going to take. I don't think I'm that far in. Nah, about a mile in. But I've been hiking all day since 7 a.m. So here it is going on 3 p.m. Yeah, I'm going to take a break here. Be the safest thing to do. Need a little place to take a break though. Show you here. You stare at this pretty hillside. And the creepy trees. Huh. Actually, I don't think we're going up that grade anymore. If we are, it's not very steep anymore. Like before you could see it. Now it don't look like that bad of a grade. Could be the curve feature. So I sat down to take the break. This is the hillside. Now the creek runs along this side. Oh! I almost missed that. What is that? There's a menagerie of signs coming up, so I'm going to see what these signs say. If it says stop ahead, I'm pretty sure I'm coming up the road. Because right now, something's different up here. So, I'm going to have to check that out. I was hoping there's some old mileposts and stuff along, but who knows what's up further. There are some weird stuff in this creek. Why? What are these? I know what they are, but why are they coated in concrete? Then you got another one up here with a piece of pipe. That's all I can say. And for those things to go as far as they did, where did they come from? It's not quite a road crossing, but this will be the turnaround point. I'm getting close on time too, so it's an access road. So it looks like this blew out at one point, as there's no way that piece of equipment that I seen further down in the creek would have went through there. Yeah, I'll turn around here. It's the best place. Oh yeah, this is recently done. Helene? What was that storm that brought us a bunch of rain? This would have been the area. And this is all new. Yeah, we're gonna stop here. Alright, I don't know where I am, but hopefully Google Maps will tell me. So at this spot here, yeah, this is all redone recently. So whatever happened blew this right out. I don't see any sign of anything interesting up here. So yeah, we'll turn around here, folks. I forgot the name of the trail, but hope you enjoyed. B-roll on the way back. And I'll get to a reliable computer where I can reliably look at things instead of having Google go, no, you're going to use this app no matter what. So, yeah. Definitely looking like it'll be a neat little hike. And see, we're no longer going up a grade anymore. It's leveled out. So, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Did some research on this. This used to be an actual road, a dead-end road. Dead ends into farm fields. So this actually used to be a road. It's on the map. And we're back on this rail trail. I turned around a little too soon, but we'll see why in a minute as we continue. I like the fact that it's also part of the North Country Trail. There's a lot of areas around here, a lot of property owners. They'll open their property up for snowmobiles, but they won't for hiking. So, seems how this is part of the North Country Trail. This will be around in the summertime. Oh, what the? Okay. Morrisville. Yeah, there's some kind of interesting things up here. And the other parking lot's up here too. That's where I'm parked at. What happened here? Backside? I don't know. Something weird going on here. This is a trail marker for the North Country. Got home last night after I was hiking. Finally got to relax, and this feature or show had something about the Erie Canal in it, and they were going in depth with it. Now I got to thinking, too bad this doesn't exist today the way we think, from the way they think. Because imagine this being the canal. Remember, this was the original Clinton's Ditch. They shut that down when they built the barge canal. If it was today, you could have built the barge canal, and all the communities along this canal, couldn't we transload or something? Like, okay, instead of abandoning all these communities in Clinton's Ditch all the way through there, there's some communities in some parts of it you could have kept running for local traffic. You know what I mean? and then they could have gotten to the other end and transloaded onto the bigger barges. The infrastructure's already here, and they just, I don't know, just thinking. So I'm hearing about all these towns, Syracuse, Chittenango, you know, all these small towns, Jordan, just once the canal left, you know, as long as these factories are producing, nowadays, you know, everything's overseas, and then they could have abandoned the canal because nobody's manufacturing in the United States anymore. Yeah, we're only like half a mile from the parking lot, so. Just looking at something. I wasn't even supposed to be down here today. The CSX sent the heritage unit this way. I'm like, crap. I was gonna sit home and relax. I can't bend over and get it. That's the issue. Yeah, you're gonna have to look with your eyes. I can't pick it up. A railroad spike. From back when. This rock looks fun. Yeah, it's rock. And sometimes when you're coming in from the other end, you're like, this wasn't the right way of the railroad, right? At some parts you don't even know because everything's, needless to say, this got pulled up whenever it did. It started losing its character, so to say. There's some spots I was questioning if I was still on the rail trail. A little tie plate. Somebody put a water bottle under it to point it out. Neat. Again, I have no idea. I can't remember if it's the Lehigh Valley or the area Lackawanna that ran this line. And every information I try to look up at it just says it's like, let's say, northern branch. It just says branch, it doesn't say what railroad. It's the northern division or that, or something like that. The eastern division. The eastern branch. Doesn't say what railroad it was. I did miss one thing. I seen it on my way home yesterday after visiting Canastota, is they got a caboose over there. So we're gonna have to swing by that on the way out. Today's not gonna be a long trip. In fact, after I get this video recorded, it's only 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna head back home. I wasn't even planning on doing this today. But the weather's nice, it's in the 50s. And then next week it's gonna go back out down to the terrible 20s. Oh, there's something up this way. And I don't see any no trespassing signs. I say that because I passed a body of water to get here. And everybody else has been going up here, so this must be where everybody's going. When they're parked at the other end. Oh, yeah. Wow. So for some reason this was built for what? I don't know. No building right here. I'm guessing with the rails through it, it was railroad related. There's like an old set of rails going out to it. It's not an overflow, it's too high to be an overflow. If the water is to flow into that, it'd be flowing over this. So, Looks like there would have been an access road to the bridge. Come along this hillside to come across here. See the abundance kinda. There's some recent tracks going in there. Interesting. Something used to be there. So the ladder goes all, oh, I see valves. Okay. There's a ladder that goes all the way down there. There's like an old valve right there. An old stove. A kind of modern cooking appliance. Another old valve down there. So this would get kind of a valve house, but why is the floor down there? Kind of looks like at one point water was up to this point. Don't make sense though. You know, the rest of the wall, even with the hole is in the roof. Oh, it's kind of interesting. So I'm wondering if there was another level here, but I don't see any evidence of it. Yeah, maybe there was, because that looks like it, well, it could have been part of the roof too. The roof's all down there. Neat little thing. The door's still here. Yeah, again, you never know what you're going to find. So I'm wondering if there was a water, being a steam era, I'm sure, if there was a place to, this was a place to put water in your locomotive. Which wouldn't make sense, because right up the way is the main village. Probably with a station stop. If I look hard enough, there probably was a station stop there. They could have gotten water there in the village. This looks sus. Not quite sure what's going on with the bungee cord trees. But yeah, it's definitely worth a visit. This is your destination. Nice to check out. Yeah, again, if anybody knows, they can comment down below. It definitely feels railroad related. The only thing I can think of is I can't even think of the name of that, what that's called. A water tower. to fill up your engine tender. But I could be wrong. There's valves in the house. It's funny, the railroads all have been way abandoned and tore up, but this building is still here, creepily in the woods. It still don't make sense that they would get water here when just a couple more miles that way is a village. Canastota! So, and there would have been a station stop in Canastota, as we know that from the last rail trail we did. Whatever the name that was. Lennox, Canastota, Wampsville Rail Trail, I think it was. And it's an effort to get back here too. Could have been a mill back here, for all I know. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Yeah, because there's no way to get back here. It's all like a hillside. Well, probably that road. Where it looked like there was a bridge there. That's probably how they got in there. Because clearly it's a dam. An embankment all the way down through. Alright, let's go see more discoveries. Yeah, I'm trying to find more information on this place because you gotta think about it. This branched off in Canastota, and current day Canastota has the elevated rail line where everything used to be on the ground level. So no doubt that that's probably when this is abandoned. But the deco on the bridges that CSX currently uses looks like 1950s. So I'm guessing about 1950 Interstate 90 was being built and probably came into service. So what happened in this area? They raised the tracks up out of Canastota, which some pictures look like there's 5 sets of tracks through there. 2 of them no longer exist, this being one of them. And you go down the BB Bridge Road, there's a set of tracks through there that are no longer there. You know, West Shore Railroad went through here. So what happened to make them elevate the railroad, abandon all these lines, other than the interstate system coming in play? Speculation. Man, would have been interesting if video camera equipment came out 50 years ago. To see all this happening. I'm going to talk about going back in time on what you've seen, how you used to remember things. And now we at least can document it with a handy cam. This is where one of the branches of the creek actually comes under the abandoned railroad here. And comes out over here, and there's another creek on this side. So for this part of the trip, there's creeks on both sides. And we're almost at the parking lot, so. See, this is the part here that I was questioning if I was still on the rail trail, because there's no sign of ballast. It's just right there. You can see where it looks definitely like an old railroad, and then it drops out into grassland. And up here you got tree roots growing. So I had to second guess myself if we were still on the abandoned right of way, because it don't look it. It looks just like a normal forest road, roots growing through it. So these trees had time to grow this big with this big root. And if anybody's wondering, I know the blue marker here, this is for the North Country Trail. Every so often I'll see this one. I don't know what this one is. So the blue one is North Country. But I'm keeping seeing these white ones also. Yeah, so a lot of interesting things along the way to get to that pond back there with the waterfall. Oh, you can see the road coming up. It's about maybe between a quarter mile, half mile to get there. But if you're really in for a walk, maybe a mile and a half from where we started this video, on Oxbow Road, I think it was, in that parking lot. Alright, yeah, it's time to head back. I'm going to swing by Canastota one last time, and then I don't know when I'll be back out here. The temperature and the weather was just too nice to pass up and just stay in my snow-covered house. So, yeah, there you go. This trail looks like it's going to definitely be a neat one. Look at this huge expanse. Like there may have been something here. Oh, this waterfall. Well, who knows what that dam is built for? Clearly I don't. Oh, where's that creek? Oh, it's over there, further. It's like I just noticed the creek's gone, but it's over there, further away. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, this is going to be probably a while before I even come back to this project. I just happened to come across it, and here we are hiking it. Here's a parking lot in front of this blue house. Small gravel 3-car lot maybe. So Rathburn Road, I think it is. See, it's hard to believe we're walking an old rail bed here. These are the same excavator tracks. And there's the creek down there. So I don't know next time if we're going to park in this parking lot or if I'm going to park up a mile. There's another little spot a mile up I can park at. So I don't know. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. This road is busy. Again, we know it's part of the North Country Trail, so we can hike it in the summertime. And the problem is most residents don't want people in their property after snowmobile season's done. Understandable, but yeah, our trail continues on that way. So I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. We are out here. Spent 3 days down here. Well, other than going home at night. It's not like I stayed in a hotel. As you tell, I traveled a lot. Oh, you gotta unlock the car, dum-dum.